Hey there, my name is Dave Anderson, and I am the moderator for the Talon, also known as cbtalon.com, which is CB's online newspaper, student newspaper. Now, the Talon has taken many forms in its long and illustrious history here at Christian Brothers. For decades, it was in print format, but as times change, so does journalism, and almost everything is digital and online these days. So the Talon has been online. This is our 9th year online, cbtalon.com, with that domain name. And students are able to write about anything and everything related to CB. So their fellow peers, teachers, alumni, community members, stakeholders in our community. There's a lot to unpack and a lot to talk about and a lot to write about, especially with a community as great as CB. So this is our website here, cbtalon.com. We've been very busy here at the beginning of the year, but with a lot of stuff to write about. We have students writing about all sorts of things, including teachers, how they're handling digital learning, how they're changing their workspace, both at school and at home. Community service, which is a big part of CB, the Enter to Learn, Leave to Serve motto that we hold so dearly to us. Students who write about their experience there. Advice for students, how do you choose a college during COVID? The help of our counseling staff with this. We rely a lot on our fellow teachers to help put these articles together. We definitely utilize their expertise. We're big on the arts here at CB, and especially with the Talon. So we have a recent article about how the choir classes are adapting to online learning and what they're going to do when we go back to hybrid and eventually full learning. How CB Theater is adapting. We have an excellent theater program, and we write articles and work with them all the time. We're going to help them out with this radio broadcast that they're working on as well. Falcon Sports, articles about our athletes who are committing to play at the collegiate level, how our various teams do, especially how they're training during this COVID time as well. Again, there's a lot to write about here at CB. One of the great things about Talon is that, even if a student doesn't plan on doing journalism in college and beyond, there are a lot of great skills that translate to the collegiate and vocational levels. So time management, human resources, communication skills, just to name a few. In fact, one of the things that students often tell me at the end of the year is, man, I never realized, this part of our community. I learned so much about what happens in our community and all these people and teachers I never would have interacted with. So it's definitely a great way for students to spread their wings, not just with their writing skills, but also with their personal communication skills as well. We've had a lot of students go on and write at the next level. Currently, we have students who are writing at Harvard, at the Daily California, at UC Berkeley, and at UCLA at the Daily Bruin. And we have some who are writing freelance vocationally as well. For students who necessarily like to talk more than they write, so to speak, we have the Talon Talk podcast. This is going to be the 4th year of the Talon Talk podcast. You can get it wherever you listen to your podcast, whether that's Spotify or Apple or Stitcher or Overcast. So students have conversations with teachers, with their peers, with guests from the community. It's a great resource, especially as podcasts have really blown up in the last few years. This is definitely a tool that we utilize more and more. And we've had students get really creative and really professional with the work that they've done in the podcast setting. So that's the Talon, cbtalon.com, Talon Talk Podcast. Again, my name is Dave Anderson. If you have any questions about the Talon and our media program as a whole, you can reach me at danderson@cbhs-sacramento.org or at cbtalon.com@gmail.com. Thanks so much for checking out CB and all we have to offer here digitally during our virtual open house. And I hope to see you around at CB sometime soon.